Welcome back to another video on the channel, you lovely Newcastle fans, and it is match day. It's match day 2 of 3 of this USA pre-season tour. Every day is rolling into one, but we are back to the football business today. It's Chelsea, which will probably be the biggest crowd, the spiciest game for me. They've got a huge following in America, Chelsea. I know that myself from being in bars over here for years. And it's the Mercedes Benz Stadium, which I said on my last video after meeting an Atlanta fan. He just confirmed everything I thought. Beautiful arena, such a spectacle, no bad seats in that stadium, and the food, the drink prices are all cheap, so the Geordies are going to love that, myself included, because you can drink in the stands. And yes, on the topic of drink, if you kind tell, my voice is a little bit croaky. Yesterday was amazing. I met Eddie Howe, I met Amanda Stavey, I met all the players, I got them to sign my flag. It was just a great day, and then onto the pub we went to meet Toon Army Atlanta. I got more amazing stories, more amazing excitement from people all over America with different reasons for supporting the Toon. So I'll bring on today. I'm going to get myself into Atlanta for a coffee and some food. Then I'm going to go to the Q&A event, which I was lucky enough to get a ticket for, where I believe I'm going to meet Shea Given and Amiobi for the numerous time. Third time that'll be now, you know, because that's just what I do now. I meet players and ex-players. So that'll be fun to hear their side. Hopefully some good questions get asked. And then there'll be a little bit of tailgating similar to Philly, maybe not on as big a scale as what the Philly people provided for us. And then it's on to another match day. Hopefully the lads are going to be a bit fitter, maybe see a bit more of Harvey Barnes. But again, bring it on. This trip's getting crazy and I've got no doubts about it. Today is going to be another mental one. Let's get to it. Also, my accommodation in Atlanta is quite unusual. I've stayed in some very strange places. It's underground, then you've got to go back up. Once you come underground to get to your room, it's really nice. It's got everything I need. Nice big double bed, plenty plug sockets, very private. But then there's this open space that you can sort of roam around, kitchen, and there's ladders going places. Just really, really unusual. I like staying places like this because it adds to the trip. Just came to Atlanta downtown, don't have a clue where I'm going. I just chose somewhere at Uber that said downtown, and I'm just walking aimlessly. I can't find any like central street with shops and things. And if I didn't mention already, it's fucking hot. Jesus Christ, it's like ridiculous. It's unbearable. It's absolutely, I'm sweating from my toes all the way up to me bloody eyebrows. It's fucking horrendous. Right, I'm joined by the one, the only, the Cold Dog. We at the fan event, we just arrived in the brew house for the second day in a row. It's the Q&A event with, I believe, correct? Yeah, it is. I think it is. We just looked at the menu there. Every single food option for Newcastle fans includes a pint. So I'm hoping there's some good questions asked. I think Darren Eales will be in attendance as well. It's already packed out, as you can probably see behind us. So it'll be good to just get amongst it with Mac and Slayer and one of our best ever goalkeepers and see what they've got to say. And then we'll probably be on the pints.
And it could be sure to meet us as well.
Of course. When I met pleasure for him. When I met Solar at the training ground, he actually said his collar not with me, and that was the first thing he said. So we're going to meet them, and then it'll be a case of drinks and over at the Mercedes Benz Stadium,
which I'm really looking forward to. This going to be one of the best stadiums in the world.
It does look nice.
Retractable roof and stuff.
It looks like a Batman car.
Yeah, it does. Can't wait though.
So let's get amongst it. Part 1 of what promises to be another crazy day is just about to get started. The menu for Newcastle fans. Not going to talk about the space between the New and the Castle, but every single option, pint, 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 pint. They know so well, apart from how we write our name. Right, I'm still in the Brewhouse Cafe. Of course I'm still in the Brewhouse Cafe. I've had about 5 or 6 pints now. The Shea Given Show on the Obi event was fantastic. It was great. They got asked some great questions. My opinions on them have only gone up. Obviously we all love Shola Amiobi, we all love Shea Given. but to see them having some banter and also talking so passionately about the club's been absolutely amazing. So I'm just sat at the bar. I'm probably going to head over to the tailgating very, very soon. I don't really know where everybody is. I don't think the tailgating's going to be as big as Philadelphia, but I'm going to investigate it, and then obviously the match is coming on. So it's about 4:30 now, about 3 hours till kick-off. Couple more beers to sink here. Right, I've had the pleasure of meeting Harry at the bar today. Harry, so this is going to be a little bit different. So most people I've spoken to on this trip are from America. Harry, you are not. So tell me where you are from and tell me how this trip has come about.
Okay, so I'm Harry. I'm from Carlisle. My dad's side of the family is from South Shields, so I've been a massive Newcastle fan all my life. We've gone to many games last year. Of course, I think we missed 3 games last season. Prior to that, going to as many games as we could, of course. Come over to America, it was only a matter of time once Darren Eales come until we were coming to America. So very happy to be here now. Been last week, a few days ago, to the Philadelphia game. We're about 4 hours away from the kickoff today in Atlanta. So yeah, very excited for it.
And what has been your experience? Obviously, you're at the game in Philadelphia. The Newcastle supporters group in Atlanta is a lot bigger. I think that was obvious today. What's been your experiences with the American Toon Army, should I say? I'll hold it.
Oh, okay, no worries, pal. So I've just found it's fascinating to talk to Americans, asking them how and why they support Newcastle and the plethora of reasons why.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
The interviews I've done, it's been incredible to hear.
We've got a lot of people who've relocated over here. The best one was in the Eagle Stadium where we watched Newcastle versus Villa. The guy next to me was actually a fan of the film Goal, and then he's following Newcastle.
Santiago!
Literally, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, no, it's but to be fair to him though, he knew everybody. He's clearly like a fan, not just here for the match.
Yeah.
He's here because he loves Newcastle. He knew as much as myself. He was talking to me about, the Miley brothers. He was chatting to me about Elliot Anderson. He's not just talking about, Alexander Isak and how great he's been. He's really getting in depth. So really enjoyed it.
And how accommodating would you say the Americans have been? I'm curious what your answer is on this, because I've only got one answer on this, but I'm curious what yours is.
It's been great. We've met so many people, and they've been from different states. People are shipping for hours, and
they're just so friendly. The Americans.
Yeah, 100%. So friendly, and we met someone. We've seen loads of flags in here for the Minnesota Toon Army, and we met the guy, and he gave us stickers from his hometown. Just great. I didn't expect so many, and I came here and I was thinking, what will it be like once we come over? Will it be just fans here, know the odd Newcastle chant, and they'll get involved, and they're here to beat? Yeah. They know all the chants, they know everything. They're just as passionate as you and I. I was chatting to somebody before, and I was saying the match day is like your Monday to Wednesday. That's, if you win, that's you happy, and then the back end of your Wednesday up until your Friday, that's your build up for the weekend. Exactly the same over here. These fans feel it, and they stay up till whatever time.
I was going to say, these guys, not only do they look forward to the match, but they kind of don't, because they have to wake up at 4 and 5 in the morning to watch every single one, which after a long week at work must be pretty fucking tough.
Yeah, it's crazy sport over here. Really blew me away. It's been fantastic. Met so many like-minded Newcastle fans. So,
and very quickly, give me a score prediction. Us against Chelsea. Bit more spice with this one, I think, as well. Go on, because I don't know about you. I don't like Chelsea. They've got a really big following in America. What's your score prediction?
I think I don't know. It's difficult to tell because I thought they might outnumber us, but we'll outclass them. But I
feel like you're sitting on the fence. Give us a score prediction.
I think it'll be something crazy like 4-3. I think both teams, the squads will mix up, and I think there'll be a lot of goals going in. So yeah, a 4-3 win. Obviously not going. Yeah. I didn't say which side, but you already know.
We know who you're talking about when you say 4-3. We all know who you're talking about. Thank you very much. That is absolutely awesome. What the hell is that? That's a stadium. Looks like a mini country. Wow, that is more impressive than I thought it would be, to be totally honest. Just arrived at the stadium. Well, outside the stadium, it looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like an Egyptian pyramid. So, if that's anything to go off before we even get in, then happy days, because that looks I thought it looked like the Batman car from photos, but now it just looks like its own country. Jesus Christ, it looks absolutely incredible. So long may me being impressed continue when we actually get inside. We found the tailgate. There they are, in a little car park, not quite Philadelphia standard, but that'll do. That's why we've got the cans to get over there, although we've got to drink them pretty quick. Sunderland! Oh! I'm just at the tailgating party now, and my God, is it hot. Like, I don't mind a bit of heat, that's why I come away. But this is ridiculous. I mean, look how sweaty I am. I mean, it's amazing. So many people, I've just got an amazing photo with everyone with the flag. But the heat is almost too much for us. I'm absolutely dripping wet, but I cannot wait to get inside that absolute Egyptian pyramid behind us. Look, so many people are used to this weather and telling me this is normal. This is too hot for a Brit. As they see on the in-betweeners, it could be too hot. It could be too hot, and it is too hot. But let's just get inside the stadium, where I hope that fancy place behind us has a bit of aircon. Right, I'm joined here outside the beautiful Mercedes Benz Stadium by Kevin and Keegan. You don't need to wonder what team these support if the shirts weren't a giveaway. So, you've set up some of this tailgating. Gentlemen, please tell your story on why you support Newcastle, where you're from, and how you came about setting up this tailgate.
Originally from Cramlington, and so brought up with my dad. My mum and dad met at St James's Park back in the 70s, so it's pretty much ingrained in us. Yeah. And so played for the club, went to the dark side down the road, got let go. And so, yeah, today was all about the meet and greet at the brew house and then Meehan's. And so, yeah, we decided just to put something together right here at the stadium for everybody to get involved who couldn't get in, who couldn't be there.
Fantastic. And obviously, big Newcastle fan as well?
Yes, ever since I've been born with this guy, I've been a Newcastle fan for all my life, and since yesterday for the training, I've had a great experience with them, met my favorite players, and
Who was your favourite players that you met?
It's Miggy, Bruno, all those other guys. I just can't wait to go in there and see them play, and just have a good time.
Yeah, so for this sort of trip, this pre-season tour is amazing for the likes of yourself, who just can't wait to see your heroes live.
Yeah.
So, this tailgate that you've set up, how much work was this?
Well, it was about 3 or 4 days, just random, just chuck it all together and had a tent, had a table, had a cooler, and just asked everybody to bring some beer, you know what I mean?
Was it worth it?
Absolutely, mate. I mean, this is what Newcastle United is all about, and you experience Philly, and there's now a true southern hospitality of random kindness, just come along and have a good time.
So what would you say to any American fan who maybe likes Newcastle, likes the look of them, doesn't really know where to go about next to sort of like feel affiliated to the club? What would you say to that person?
Join in, enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a fantastic one. Strap yourselves in, because it's a roller coaster.
Well, I would just like to thank you all for what you've put on before this game. It's absolutely incredible, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Anytime, mate. Enjoy your rest of your trip, and I'll be watching one later on.
There is no way on this earth this is a fucking football stadium. I've literally come into a hotel complex. I'm going up an escalator. It's like I'm in a different country. This is absolutely insane. Fucking hell, the Americans don't have to do things bigger and better. This is just absolutely... I'm speechless. Yes, I've had a lot of drinks, but this is not a fucking football stadium, surely. This is some sort of shopping mall. I don't understand what I'm witnessing. As someone who's travelling alone, this is almost a bit overwhelming. Genuinely, there's like escalators left, right and centre. Don't really know where I'm going. Don't know where my seat is. This is just... I keep saying I'm speechless and I can't believe it. It's just ridiculous. It's a bit different to a pint of Carling in St James's, mind. We've got actual options here to take them straight out there. So I've just got to my seat. I'm in the Brighton end, which is right next to the Newcastle end, so I never got a ticket there. I was going to sneak over, it looks like the seats are full, but what I don't like about it is there's a Brighton flag on every single seat. I will not be using that, it'll be getting snapped in half. Away the Mags. This stadium is absolutely beautiful. I cannot find the words to explain how nice the stadium is. Miley's playing, which is absolutely amazing. I haven't seen the teams. He's going with a less experimental team. Usual centre-back partnership, Byrne, Trippier, Shaw and Botman. No Bruno today. Zanali's in, which is nice to see, and of course Almiron's playing. He's going to get cheated every time he touches the ball. And Isaac's in. So fingers crossed. We'll see how this one goes. I would love to see Miley play amazing. Away the lads! Half time 1-1. I missed Miggy's goal because I went down for a burger, fries and a pint. Of course I did, but if anyone was going to score, it's good that it was him. Everybody loves Miggy around here. He's like a god. First half, I didn't think we were great defensively. Some of the goals we're conceding are really worrying. Very sloppy. The ball in behind was just too easy. I don't think we've created very much. I'm going to continue saying it. I hope I'm proved wrong, but I feel like we need a Roman centre attacking midfielder. I can see why Eddie I wanted James Maddison. I can, because I feel like we're still lacking that. Tonali's going to be great. He's versatile. Anthony Gordon's looked bright, but generally speaking, it's only pre-season. I'm taking everything with a pinch of salt. Fingers crossed there's going to be loads of changes in the second half. We can pull something out the bag. But yeah, Almiron, the atmosphere when he scored. I was downstairs, but I can hear it. He's absolutely loved down here. He really is. I'd like to get a win here. Again, it's not the end of the world for me at all. This is all about fitness, all about seeing what Eddie Howe can experiment with. But the goals we need to sort out because they are very sloppy so far. Let's see what changes are made in the second half. Let's see whether we can get the win. I tell you what, this stadium, I'm blown away. No matter where I go, no matter where I go for a piss, where I walk to, the stadium is absolutely incredible. How are the lads for the second half? Full time in Atlanta. It's 1-1. It's another draw. We're still unbeaten in the USA. I'll take that. Positives from tonight. Lewis Miley, for me, I said he was quiet at half time, but he did not look out of place in this team. He's so young, and you wouldn't think that he's had so little Premier League experience. Fantastic. Long may that continue. He really looked at home against the Chelsea side, another Premier League side, and I would love to see him come on more and more. Tonali, I think he's still adapting to the pace of the Premier League. He wasn't great tonight. He covered lots of blades of grass. We know he's not a number 6. These matches are proving that. Eddie Howe didn't make many changes like we saw in the last one. He's chose a team for tonight. He'll choose a team on Friday in 2 days' time in New York. So no Bruno, no Wilson. We just struggle to create chances. We really struggle to create chances, and that's what's worrying me a little bit in this pre-season. I still think we're missing that centre attacking midfielder, that Roman midfielder. Anthony Gordon could have a huge part to play for us next season. He's looking, as I keep saying in pre-season, like a dog on heat, and I am going to put a bet on him to have a very good year. He was on the left, he was on the right, always running, always full of energy, always trying to take a man on. So that was nice to see, and long may that continue. Defensively, the goals we concede aren't great, and I said that at half time. It was a simple ball through the caught us off guard, but I tell you what, if you forgot how good Nick Pope was, fuck me. Nick Pope, we've missed him. He's a beautiful goalkeeper. Some of the saves he made in that second half, he made Dubravka look semi-professional. So nice to see him back. Almiron, this is his home. He's idolised in Atlanta. Every time he came on the screen, every time he touched the ball. So if there was going to be a scorer, it was great to see it was him. And he's continuing that pre-season scoring form we saw last year. Can we see another purple patch for him? I hope so. On to Friday we go. A couple of positives, not creating enough for me. Let's see what we can do against Brighton next week. But these are all fitness tests. And Atlanta, just for introducing me to this beautiful, beautiful stadium. I will always have a place in my heart for the Mercedes Benz Stadium. Newcastle fans, if you've liked this video, drop down, give us a little like, give us a little subscribe. There's going to be more to come in New York, New Jersey on Friday to finish off this amazing pre-season tour. I'll see you on the next one. But hey, it's another game unbeaten in America, and I'll take that. How are the American lads?